What's up guys, this is Miasin. So 2 days ago I made a video on most of the limited cards that currently exist in Yu-Gi-Oh! To try to figure out if they could actually get unlimited in the next ban list, or at least go to 2, or if they should even get banned. In this video though, I'm gonna take all the banned monsters that currently exist and try to figure out if they should get unbanned, some with or without errata, and some of them of course will most likely stay in the banned section because they are catastrophic for the game. This is also something that I plan on doing pretty much every single format because my opinion will always change, and also the cards in the ban list will most likely always change every single time. And I don't know why, but I just have a feeling that this ban list will be the biggest ban list in the history of the game, just because we are in a critical state right now. I think this is the kind of thing that everybody can agree with. Make sure you smash the like and subscribe button and watch this video until the end. Don't be a bitch. The first card is Ronin Toten, and I think that this card is kind of fine to get unbanned if Sprite Elf stays banned, so I don't know. I don't even think this card should stay banned. Chaos Ruler, nah, unfortunately no. And I can't really see this card getting like an errata. Like, what would it be? I mean, I think it's already once per turn. I don't know, it would have to like lock you under something, which is, nah, I'm not really down for that. MX Saber Invoker, it could lock you under warriors only for the rest of the turn, but that would still be kind of good. But Isolde is banned. Maybe it could actually get an errata and it would be fine. I don't know. I don't think it's like the end of the world. And there's also like some other rank 3 monsters that are pretty good out there. Nightmare Mermaid. I mean, we have the Fiendsmith engine. Yeah, why not? I don't think the Orchest engine would be as broken as it used to be. I just think if the Orchest deck itself is not seeing any play, why would the Orchest engine, which, like I said, is worse than the Fiendsmith engine, see any play? So I think Nightmare Mermaid is not the end of the world, but then if you unban Mermaid, then you might have to ban Ibli. For 4-Mage Plush Fire, yeah, this one's getting an errata, so it's not like I have to really predict anything on that one. Jin Releaser of Rituals, I can't really think of any errata for that one, so it's gonna have to stay banned. Gofu the Vague Shadow would have to lock you under Blackwings only, or like Synchros, Dark Synchros or something, so yeah, it should get unbanned one day because it's really unfortunate that the Blackwing deck cannot use a Blackwing card. It's just stupid. It's kind of like when Steam the Cloak got, I don't even know if it got banned. I think it did get banned because of Needle Fiber, which is dumb. You know, 2 Blackwing cards banned. But I don't even think these 2 cards are even that insane in the Blackwing. Maybe I'm wrong though. Yeah, Maxi's not getting unbanned. This is not even like an opinion. It's just, I'm not gonna finish my sentence. Dandelion, yeah, would have to get an errata. There's no way that this card will ever get unbanned without an errata, so that's the reason why it can't be in that section. It's not a card that is, like, somewhat fair. Man, if anything, I almost want to put, like, the MX Saber Invoker here. Galaxy Tomahawk could actually get unbanned with a small errata. Yeah, because without an errata, it's pretty much, it's way better than Draco Sack, so that's the issue. Draco Sack only summons 2 tokens, this one summons 5 tokens, because you summon it in the extra monster zone, and then you can make like a Link 6 or something. Not that you're gonna do that, but yeah, it's really nasty. Elder Entity Norden, I can actually see it just getting unbanned if Instant Fusion gets banned instead. It would make sense, but it would be a super broken, super poly target. Artifact Scythe, the only way this card gets unbanned is if Artifact Sanctum and Artifact Dagda gets banned, which I don't think will be the case. I don't think they're gonna ban 2 cards just to unban 1 card. It makes no sense. Masterpiece, the Jew Draco Slaying King. This card can get unbanned without an errata. It's not the end of the world. It's not super unfair. Outer Entity Azathoth. Oh, yeah. Alright. Oh, this is... I feel like this card could be in any of these 3 sections because it's super broken, but at the same time, it's kind of fair, and it's also kind of unfair, so I don't know. You guys let me know in the comments, but I'm just gonna put it here for no good reason. Gumblar, nah. There's also no errata that you could really place on Gumblar. It's already once per turn, and that's already way more than enough because Handlu for 4 is way too good. Phoenician Cluster Amaryllis, I don't think this card is once per turn. That's the reason why it was used in FTKs. Hold on a second. Burn for 8. Yeah, that's very stupid. Yeah, so yeah, it's so easy to fix this card. And it's really bad if you're not trying to FTK with that card. It just does nothing. Ava, how could you errata this card? And also, I'm pretty sure it's not banned in the OCG. If we ban Beatrice, Ava could get unbanned, no problem, I think. It's not like Drytron could really abuse it anymore. It's not like it's really searchable, so I don't know. Maybe I think it's fine to unban. Again, I'm assuming that Beatrice takes the hit instead. Aurora Dawn, I don't see this card getting unbanned or getting an errata, so I'm just gonna put it there. It's a little too good. Electrum, This is very similar to, well, what's his face? Outer Entity Azathoth. I don't really want to errata this card. It should probably stay here, but if there's like ever a tier 0 format, we can unban Electrum and it wouldn't really change too much. The one issue with Electrum is that it's a little too good. It just creates a deck that starts playing through all of your hand shops, and now, you know, you can do some nasty things if you have Electrum and Astrograph in rotation. The Exceed the Pendulum becomes broken, you can climb into an Appaloosa. Even though I think Appaloosa is gonna get banned, maybe it's not the end of the world, but there's also Mythical Beast Jackal King, which negates monster effects, so that you also don't lose to hand shops. Outer Entity Azathoth is pretty much the same, so I don't know, maybe it should be there. I have no idea. Glow Bulb is garbage, this card can go back to 3 and nobody would care. Brankid's Meow Meow, I also think this card can get unbanned, it's not the end of the world. Kelbeck, I mean, we banned this card recently, so there's no way we can, yeah, that's not gonna happen. The Super Heavy Samurai Link 1, it would have to restrict you under Super Heavy Samurai only. That's the, I mean, that's the best way. I don't think it's the only way, because I think the Super Heavy Samurai engine, as time goes by, people are just gonna be less motivated to play it. But there was also a world in which this card goes to 1, and then we just limit the Wakoshi or the Bike or something like that instead. So that if you do want to use the engine, then you have to commit your normal summon to it, which is way worse. And then we also have to play into Droll way harder. Borreload Savage Dragon. I mean, we also just banned this card recently, so there is no reason to unban it. And also, I don't really see how we could errata a card like Savage. It just makes no sense. Lavalval Chain. I mean, if we ban Beatrice, Lavalval Chain obviously would be like the other good replacement, but this card can only use its effect once on your turn, and not on your opponent's turn as well. So I think this card is naturally just better. I mean, it's more balanced than Beatrice, but it's also much easier to summon if you're playing a rank 4 deck. My issue is, if you're playing a rank 4 deck, then what rank 4 deck are you playing? Are you playing Raziel? How would you abuse Lavalval Chain? I just don't really see it. Would you send like the Black Goat Laughs? It's not that unfair. Even right now, Beatrice, if you can only send 1 card from your deck to the grave, it's not that insane, unless you can also recycle it back from the graveyard to the hand. Like if you can make the Diabel, the White Woods Synchro Monster, that's broken. Or if you can make like Griffin to reset it back, or if you can send Angel Blue Tears and then burn with Lacrimosa, then you can get any normal trap. But if you just do Lavalval Chain and nothing else, it's not that unfair, like I said. Okay, Magical Scientist is just not getting unbanned. That's a given. Unless it gets like a huge errata, so that's the reason why it can't be here at all. Nightmare Goblin. I don't know. I really don't think this card would break the game, because Firewall has like a huge errata, so I think it's fine. And I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this one, but I love Mathmech. It's one of my favorite decks, and even though I understand the circular ban, and I do agree a little bit with it, I don't know, I just feel like Mathmech right now, you can unban circular, and yeah, sure, it would be a competitive deck, but it wouldn't break the game. So I don't think it's that unfair if it's at 1, because the deck still has issues. It still loses to Shifter, it still loses to Droll. Like I said, it's fine. You have infinite ways of getting to circular, so that's the main reason why even 1 circular is huge. But Linkuriboh, this card, we also just banned it recently, so there's no reason to even errata it. Oh yeah, this list is huge, by the way. Supreme King, Dragon, Starving Venom, this is for the FTK. I don't even think it's gonna matter too much. I think it could get unbanned without an errata, and honestly, nobody would care. Victory Dragon is just, it shouldn't even be on this list, so that's my bad. Zodiac Drancia. I also think this card could get unbanned with no errata. You would probably have to ban Zeus if we do that, so I think it's, you gotta hit 1 card to unban 1 card. Crystron Needle Fiber, no. Eclipse Wyvern is a very interesting one. If we ban Pisty, this card just does nothing, so it's really not too bad. The main reason why this card was unfair was because of LP and Pisty. The Guard Dragons were the reason why this card was cracked, but now it's honestly completely irrelevant. Utopic Zexal, of course not, because King Calamity is super unfair, so why would this card be another King Calamity? Shockmaster, same reasoning. Fairy Tale Snow, no, as long as we have decks that can mill cards, this card is just a little too good. Level Eater, it would have to have an errata that makes it once per turn, which is a little too harsh, but if it doesn't have an errata, then it's a little too good. But even then, I don't even think you would want to play a deck that is solely dedicated to Level Eater, because it's just a little gimmicky. The main reason why this card was banned was because of Link monsters, because Galaxy Eyes Dark Matter Dragon can absolutely not get unbanned. That's just a given. Isolde, it would have to get errata so that it locks you under Warrior only for the rest of the turn, but even then, that would still be broken. So I'm just still gonna put it here. And also, it got banned recently. Guard Dragon Agarpain. No. I don't see how this card can get unbanned, and I don't see how this card can get an errata. Summon Sorceress is the exact same as Plushfire. It's getting an errata, so that's, again, not really an opinion, because I know, we all know for a fact that this card's gonna get unbanned very soon. Maybe in the next ban list. Cyberstein. Yeah, okay. I mean, it's a level 2 monster, so that's the main reason why it got banned. People were doing Sprite Sprint, send it, and then Sprite Elf revive back, and then summon the True Exterio, but Sprite Elf is banned, so who cares? We could honestly unban this card, it wouldn't really change anything. Rongo Bongo, no. The Windbearer statue is banned, so this card just does nothing. Tempest Magician is an FTK card, so yeah, it's either we errata so that you can like not burn for lethal, or do something weird with this card, I don't know, but there's no other usage for this card, that's my issue. It's really just you FTK and that's it, that's all. Grinder Golem would have to get a huge errata, but it's most likely gonna happen. I think in the OCG they have, I don't know, I forgot. No, maybe not. Is it once per turn in the OCG? The Windbearer statue, no. Yeah, it's literally the best one. It's searchable in the Flunderies deck. It's summonable off of the Simorg Bird of Sovereignty. That's the name. I'm dumb. Baron, no. Again, same thing as Boreal Savage. The Zenmaity can get unbanned without an errata. It wouldn't really change anything. It's honestly, the wind-up cards are just so bad in today's day and age. Guard Dragon LP, get out of here. Zodiac Broad Bowl. I mean, we can test with one Broad Bowl, one Drancia, no Zeus. Maybe it would be like fine. I don't think Zodiac would be like tier 0 in today's standards. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't know. It would be hilarious to see both of these cards again in 2024. Drancia was the one that got unbanned not that long ago, and then it just got like rebanned because it was really good in Zodiac Tri Brigade. True King, VFD. This one, yeah, I can't really see it getting an errata either. Fiber Jar is dog shit. It's the worst card in the banned section, absolutely. It's the only card that nobody would ever play whatsoever if it gets unbanned. It's complete trash. It could have been unbanned like 5 years ago. It wouldn't have changed anything. Block Dragon, nah, definitely not. Absolutely not, for Adamantipator's sake. Spiral Master Plan. I mean, Spiral is banned in Master Duel, so even if you have like every single Spiral card at 3, you still can't play the deck because you can't look at your opponent's deck. But in real Yu-Gi-Oh!, yeah, Spiral is kind of broken. I can't really see Master Plan getting unbanned. Link Cross, no, you have to stay there. Fishborg Blaster is garbage. It's so bad. You don't even have to errata the card. It's so shit. It doesn't matter if it's not once per turn. You gotta discard a card. Even in Mermail, it would be shit. That's just to give you an idea of... Even in the best water deck to abuse it, this card would still be, like, absolute trash. This is Union Carrier. It would have to get an errata to make it kind of restricted to only be abusable in ABC. Or something like that. Yeah, it's just unfortunate that this card is abusable in other decks. I think this is, like, the main pattern with every card that would be in this section. If the cards in question can be abused by other decks, if it's, like, splashable engines... then it might be problematic, especially if it's like super unfair. Tearlaments Kid Kalos, nah, I'm sorry. I love you, but no. Curious, I think this card is a little healthier than Beatrice. Maybe a little better than Lavalval Chain, because it's generic. You just need 3 different monsters with the same attribute with different types. Lavalval Chain, you need 2 level 4 monsters. So if you're not playing level 4 monsters in your deck, you can't make it. Curious, though, you send a specific card and then you also mail 3. And then when it leaves the field by your opponent's card, you can recycle back any card from your graveyard to your hand. It's a really good card. It would have to be restricted to maybe Lightsworn only. That's the way I see it. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this card could get unbanned without an errata. I don't know. But also, Fairy Tail Snow is banned. So, again, what is there to send? I have no idea. The Tyrant Neptune, exact same effect as Supreme King Dragon Starving Venom, so who gives 2 shits? Mind Master, I think that's the name of the card. It's a very bad card, very similar to Fishborg Blaster. It's dog shit. It's not once per turn, but it's still really bad, so no, it's really bad. Predator Plan Verde Anaconda. No, it's unplayable in its own deck. It's actually hilarious how it's a Predaplan monster, and it's really bad in the Predaplan deck. But I also cannot see this card getting an errata to make it only good in the Predaplan deck when it's not good in the Predaplan deck. So that's the reason why it would have to be here. Sprite Elf, no, even if you restrict it to its own archetype, it would still be broken, so I can't unban it yet. And Kashtira Rise Art, exact same argument. So I think for the most part, I'm relatively satisfied of the list that I managed to build. You guys let me know how much you agree or disagree in the comment section below. If you feel offended by anything I said, I couldn't care less.